Empty gun speed reload, again, you have to use this technique only when the gun is empty. If you have a cartridge still on that carrier, or you have one in the magazine tube, you throw this in, there's a possibility you're going to cause a malfunction. So this is just, we've run our gun dry. We're in this situation, we have whatever rounds we started with. We're still being shot at or attacked in some fashion, and we need to get this gun up and running. The quickest way to do that is put a round into the loading port, or the ejection port itself versus the loading port, which is at the bottom of the receiver. So it would look something like this, and let's just say, for instance, that I've engaged the targets and I've run dry. At this point, once I realize I'm dry, I get a click instead of a bang, and I realize I have no more ammo. What I want to do is I want to bring that action back to the rear, briskly, bring the gun slightly off my shoulder. I like to turn the gun just slightly, take that cartridge, drop it right into the port, and right back up on target. The link showed from underneath, and I'll show both. In fact, I'll go over the top one more time. So I've engaged, I've run dry, I realize I'm empty. Action open, get that cartridge from wherever it's at, drop it in, and I'm right back up on target. That's coming over the top of the receiver. I can come over from the bottom, as Elaine demonstrated yesterday with that grip that she showed you, where I'm holding the cartridge like this, okay? So that when I run that gun dry, I leave that port open, that stays the same, that doesn't change. The cartridge comes out of my belt, my pouch, whatever I have, I roll it up into that port, close it, and I fire a shot. I can do that, if I get them under fire, I can do that for all my cartridges. I just fired 3 shots with an empty gun. Gun has to be empty, that's obviously critical, I'm going to cause a malfunction. So, that's the only way to do it. If, again, the tack load is I've got a cartridge, at least one, in the chamber area, then I'm going to load through the port on the bottom of the receiver. Just like you guys were doing the tack load, you only mentioned. But the speed load is an empty gun, action open, drop that cartridge. A couple folks yesterday were a little confused. They were trying to get the cartridge actually in the chamber area. You don't have to do that anywhere near that. Drop it inside that open port, and it'll be picked up and brought forward into the chamber on its own. Okay? Be cautious you don't put the cartridge in backwards. You will get it about halfway into the chamber, and then you've got a big jam in the middle of a shooting. So be careful with that. Again, if the gun's too heavy to hold it up there, up underneath the armpit, lock it down, roll that in, and right back up.